The Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? It's your girl Maymoney. You already know what time it is. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Um, uh, we're here chilling. Excuse if you hear a little extra noise in the background. My neighbors got their roof replaced in like the fastest way I've ever seen ever. They started yet these dudes just replaced her roof in like less than 24 hours, like over 2 days. So I'm impressed. But yeah, it might be a little noisy. You might hear a little bit of music. The homies over there just finishing up their work. Anywho, but how are you guys doing? I had the day off yesterday. If you didn't catch Katie's corner yesterday, she had some great conversation about a few things. I think she talked about Zoran and Trump and that little weird love affair. And then she talked about just a few other like Democrats and things like that. So if you did not see, wind that back and check out Katie's corner from last night because it was really good. So yeah, today we do got a few things. Hey y'all, I got the comments pulled up. Dally Oops in the house. Jazzy, sorry I pulled up a little bit late. I thought it might be wiser to transfer my laundry over before I started the stream. Because I might be here a while. I was trying to keep it quick, but then everything that I wanted to talk about, and y'all know how I like to run my mouth. So I was just like, let me just finish up. And then now I have the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you grab your provisions. I got my High Life. I got me a teensy bit of tequila. I'm about to roll a blunt because I got some important things to talk about with y'all today. And hey, so we're going to get into it. Man, where are we starting? Where are we starting? Oh, one interesting thing that I kind of wanted to get into um, and let y'all know before we even really got into this is that oh shit, you know when I lost my train of thought because I was trying to read and shit at the same time. But anyway, so it'll come back to me because it's all intertwined into this. But um so it'll come back to me. So no, don't even worry about it. Let me just pull up this damn shit here. Um as y'all know, I am not as well versed as Katie when it comes to the tech. So just give me a second while I pull up my stuff. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're talking about what's my first segment? Unhinged violence. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, that's where we're starting. All right, yeah, buckle in, y'all. I forgot like the order of my own operations here, but yeah, unhinged violence. That's something that I did notice this week, right? Like, is it just me? But I feel like these fools is like really unhinged, and it's really becoming like normalized, like really to the point where I mean, like I don't know if y'all saw on the other show we had on Monday where on Dean Withers they were just like, well, how is SA wrong, and why is that a bad thing for the president to do, and all sorts of fucked up shit like that, man. And so yeah, we're gonna get into that because that happened quite a few times this week, and like other things in the news really kind of drowned it out, which I find to be quite disturbing if I'm being straight up with you. But that might just be just me. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure you relaxing because y'all know that when you over here hanging with Maymoney, anything goes over here. You know, we ain't pinned and buttoned up right because I like to present this news in the way that I feel. Like I don't like to calmly talk about some shit that is actually like really fucked up. So anyway, let me pull
Unrealistic to talk about removing Donald Trump from office because we have no standards in this country. We just let politicians commit crimes with impunity and get away with corruption. But after he crossed the new line this week, it would feel irresponsible to not have a serious conversation about invoking the 25th Amendment or even impeachment because this man is a danger to the country. And we need to treat him like the danger that he is. And I say that because he became unreasonably enraged by a PSA that 6 Democrats released, where they simply tell members of the military to disobey illegal orders. Now, to be clear, when I say that he became enraged, what I mean is that he called for the execution of these Democrats. But before we get to his response, here's a portion of the PSA in question.
The threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
The Army,
Our Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
Now, this is actually really important because, as you all know, Trump is pitting the U.S. military against American citizens, and he's ordering ICE to violate laws. And they need to know that they will be held accountable for these crimes, regardless if Trump says it's okay to commit them or not. And these Democrats are telling members of the armed services that they will protect them from Trump's wrath if they rightfully disobey an illegal order.
Oh yeah, exactly, you guys. So I'm just gonna pause that there. Actually, I can just remove him because we're gonna move right along. But and just one thing I do want to let you guys know, I really try my best to not add views to the original source clip, just because I think there's too much money in the media and legacy media and things. So if I can support a smaller channel by showing the info through their channel, by also supporting them, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm really not trying to add my view to some of these people because they're all full of shit. So I hope you understand that. And if you were, if you see this, that's where I'm coming from. Anyway, but these people were not, all these senators and officials or whatever, they were trying to help you out. They were trying to give you advice, simple bitch. Okay. Like, they was trying to help you out because you will be held accountable. Just because you're not being held accountable today or tomorrow and you're allowed to run amok now, you will be held accountable at some point. So just don't do it. And I think it's really crazy and quite stupid as fuck, actually, to not even be able to internalize that or understand it. I just don't get it. Like, why don't you get that? Like, it might be a few years from now that you are even like tried and put in jail because we are still dealing with the situation that we're in right now. But people are keeping notes on your ass right now. So anybody in ICE will be held accountable for their shit. So don't do it. And don't be stupid. And Donald Trump, he's either going to croak or throw you under the bus before he does croak. So he's not going to be held accountable for all his shit at this point. The only way he's really getting out of this is with Satan once he goes, okay? And apparently their baby. But that's not the point. But y'all understand where I'm going with this, right? It just seems, and like, look at what this where we have gotten here now. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Adding to stage. Oh man, Instagram, you can't hear it right away. Sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh this and then press play.
Democratic lawmakers are receiving bomb threats now as a result of Donald Trump calling for their execution. Alyssa Slotkin, a senator from Michigan, who is one of the Democratic senators that drew Donald Trump's ire, posted in a new statement that her office received a bomb threat following Donald Trump's calls for her arrest, indictment, and prosecution and execution. The bomb threat was to Slotkin's home, and she says she thankfully wasn't home at the time, and police searched the home, confirmed that no one was in danger. But this is very real. These lawmakers are receiving hundreds, if not thousands, of threats now almost daily as a result of Donald Trump, the president of the United States, going after them. And now they're getting bomb threats sent to their own residential homes. We really need to tone down the rhetoric here as much as we can. Now, Slotkin's office and Michigan State Police have not provided further details on the incident, but I'll provide you updates as soon as we get more information. So spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know.
Okay, so that's Aaron Parnas just giving his very quick updates. I mean, he's just pumping them out. Hey, good on him. I hope he's making the money that he deserves to be making for the work that he does. Anyway, but again, the people that we were dealing with are maniacs. Look what happened with Marjorie Greene. She got, I mean, her own base that she created, the monster she created, pretty much turned around and came for her ass. Like, I would rather have angry Democrats, angry Democrat leftists at me, mad at me, than my own crazy cult supporters, because they're unhinged, they're unstable, and the smallest thing that you do that they don't like, they're coming for you. That's what I think happened to Charlie Kirk. I think that whoever that person was, even though we don't know any like much detail, they haven't really made in much of an effort to find out who murdered him. They just place blame instantly. But whole nother story. I really do feel like it was like a scorned lover or like a betrayed follower situation with Charlie Kirk. I think whoever he was dealing with followed him until he said something that they didn't like. But that's just my speculation. But nobody listens to the tarot reader. All right, so here is another one that I want to show to you guys. And this is exactly the reason why I don't like to fuck with the mainstream media, and I don't like and give them the view, because like they're toxic, they're dangerous, and I think they're doing an extreme disservice to, sorry, ads. They're doing an extreme disservice to our society by pumping all this garbage and having all these people on here. 9:23. Let me just get the timestamp for you. But how y'all doing today? Let me know anything good going on in the chat. Don't be shy. Y'all can hang out. You ain't gotta be shy to kick it. I don't bite. You know what I mean? Tell me something good in the chat while we hanging out. I'm moving slow. I'm moving at my own pace today. Invite a friend. Feel free to share and whatever. Y'all pretty much can point me in any direction. Cheers. I got 9 days off because I'm on Thanksgiving break from work. So I think I have 7 days left. So I'm doing what I do. You want more rain? Yeah, that does sound nice. I like the rain. And honestly, if it rains now that I have a whole week off, I'm cool with that. That actually sounds like legit, because now I don't have to like travel it in and shit. You know what I mean? Now I can just enjoy it and go out in the rain if I want to. But sometimes I can get caught in the rain with my computer, and I don't drive. So yeah, it can be a little bit much. But if I can really enjoy it in a nice, comfortable way, I love it. Just depends on the situation. You feel me? Yeah. Oh, it is. It is. We need more rain. California has been struggling with trying to with our relationship with rain. It's oh yeah. Ooh, our first rain. The sleep was amazing, Jazzy. Oh God, I slept like an angel. Oh, that shit is nice. I hope we get more. Sometimes it just gets cold and it doesn't really rain, or We get real, it's just misty. And then another thing that really does annoy me out here in Cali though, it'll rain and be cold as fuck, and then the next day it'll be hot. And then that's what makes people sick. Because you don't know, your body doesn't know what the fuck to do. And I think that's how I got sick, because it was like raining, and then it got hot as fuck for like 2 days, and then it went back to being cold as fuck. And that, my body does not like that shit. But anywho, I got this other guy pulled up. Actually, I don't. I lied. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But I do got the timestamp. All right, now this is crazy. This is couch politics. I'm just gonna call him what he calls himself, Papi. I don't know. He looks like he might be an Alex or Alejandro, but yeah, I'm gonna go with probably like an Alex, but I, I'm not gonna call him Papi on the show. But this is really interesting. So tap in on this and let me know what y'all think in the chat after this one. Yes, I will press play. We're not gonna sit here and look at it all weird.
In this country is not a Democrat story. That is factually inaccurate.
It is in the last 5 years.
No, it is in the last 1 year. One, single. Okay, this year, 2025, is the first and only year in the last 20 years where left-wing violence has exceeded right-wing violence. That is a fact. In the last 5 years, it's been 4 years, it's right-wing violence, 1 year left-wing violence. So you can have the aperture only be expanded to the last 10 months, but in the history of this modern political time, that is just not accurate. But even if it were,
He's
if
not allowed to say
Trump thinks that there is a problem of political violence in this country, why on earth
would he say
are
that?
comments like these acceptable to
Sedition
you?
is a lawful process. You have to be
Sure.
tried and convicted in the court of law. He's not
But
encouraging
you
people.
actually
He's not saying
believe-
this is Hitler.
But hold on a
These
second.
people are
Sedition is a lawful process. I mean, totally. Sedition is like in. Like, why did you say it like that? Oh my god, it's just sedition. I mean, come on, stop. Like, what the fuck, bitch? I don't know. Sedition don't sound good to me. Okay, I don't know. Last I checked. And honestly, again, these people are trying to give them advice as to what not to do so you don't get caught slipping and you don't get caught up in some shit because you were too ignorant to know that the orders that you took were illegal. That's all we was trying to say. You look stupider going out there, bomb threatening people, and when they was trying to help your dumb ass out from not committing something illegal so that you don't end up in some fucked up prison for treason and crimes against fucking humanity. God forbid somebody try to help a fucking dumbass bitch out. What the fuck, bro? But here, let this idiot continue. Let's see.
You actually believe that Democrats putting out a video saying follow the law
I think
is
it was
sedition?
terrible. I think it was terrible.
You think that's sedition?
And look, we've already seen Democrats weaponize
Terry,
the
let me
government.
ask you a question. Do you think that Democrats putting out a video saying this is follow the law, don't follow
Why do you need
illegal
to tell
orders,
people to follow the law?
do you think that is sedition?
What everyone in the military
It's a
knows
yes
you need to
or no.
follow
It
the
is a
law.
yes or no question.
I
Is
think-
it sedition to tell people to follow the law?
I think Democrats have a long and standing history of
I'm
undercutting
just
and undermining the
saying you're
Constitution.
not
and
willing
our-
to say yes or no because it's very obvious
Clear.
that the answer is no.
Because
if
weren't-
that were the case,
it's a wink and a nod. That's the
then a
reason.
lot of
Their
things would
words
be
are
sedition.
perfectly.
We
It's a
would be
perfect
executing
video,
people left, right,
but
and
it's a
center.
wink and a nod, and it's all meant to undermine the president of the United States. The military does not have a right to undermine
what?
the.
Hold on a second. In this country, you do get to undermine the president of the United States.
Not if you're in the military.
No.
He's the
No.
commander.
Oh my God. And this is the point that I've been trying to yell at the top of my lungs this entire time. That is dead ass fucking wrong what he just said right there. And we will continue because but I have to interrupt right there. That is the problem. The military actually takes an oath. They actually have a responsibility to not break the fucking law. You dumb person. I'm just, I really hate it when people don't really realize that we actually trying to help you. But okay. All right, let's keep going.
And
If you are a member of Congress, you absolutely in this country have a free
accountability.
right
But they're
to
calling on
undermine
the
the president of the
military
United
to
States. You know that,
undermine
right?
the
Also
commander in
just made
chief.
the argument that the Democrats were making in that video, because the fact is the military is not obligated to follow illegal orders.
Who's giving the illegal orders? Where
Well,
are they? Give me the
the
example of the
Democrats
illegal
were
orders.
saying specifically, you're not obligated to follow illegal orders.
Okay, then what illegal orders are they talking about?
Well, they're
just
in the
Obligation is the wrong word, but I get what he's trying to say. Actually, you're encouraged not to follow illegal orders, which actually means that you have to know what's legal and not legal. And that's a huge problem within itself. I don't think we educate these people that take the oath about what their oath is actually meaning. Like, so like a lot of these people are following orders and not even knowing that they're breaking the law. And that's the problem. And I think that was the whole point of the video. And these people got so defensive. And let's continue just a little bit more. I'm actually going to wind it back just a bit too. Hold on. Why is it that sometimes a little 10-second back button is there and then sometimes it's not? It's really stupid.
What illegal orders are they talking about?
well,
they're just
in the future,
just in case.
in the future, yeah,
Because you're
just in the case.
because they're
right
all
now
crazy.
we have a
No
judge
one's gonna
that's
stop the
crazy.
midterms. No one's gonna stop the midterms.
Trump's sending in.
Who
the
just came
national-
up with the conspiracy
Trump's
theory
sending in
that
the-
Republicans are going to stop the midterms?
Trump's
That's
sending in-
crazy. That's a conspiracy theory.
All right,
Calling
we have
it
to leave it
law.
there.
All right, man.
You got it.
We have to leave it there. Next.
Do they forget what happened in the last in 2001 when Trump incited an insurrection? Like, why is it so? And again, guys, telling soldiers not to follow illegal orders is very important, because you know what Nazi soldiers did after World War II and officers? Well, we were just following Hitler's order. We didn't mean to completely burn these people, and I don't even want to talk about the things they've done. We were just following orders, Poppy. Like, no, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse, and that's what it's important to tell soldiers, that won't be used as an excuse. I was just following orders. Get the hell out of here. And anyways,
Trying to help your
Happy's right.
dumbass out.
Over 5 times the amount right-wing violence has exceeded left-wing violence since like 9/11. Even before that was even worse. Like, and what did Republicans do with that data? They removed it from the DOJ website so that they can sit here and try and lie about it. They don't want to fix that problem. They want it to continue. They want violence. It's the only explanation why Trump would say something like that. Why else would this guy defend that? Why would Trump say that? What do you think is the purpose of it? If something happens to one of those politicians because one of Trump's cultists do something stupid, what do you think these pundits will say? You think they'll come here and apologize and condemn the president? Or will they make excuses?
Again,
We kept being called fascists and Nazis and racist. This is why this happened. Look at Charlie, our poor little Charlie boy. This is why it happened. It was retaliation. Like, they don't care about violence, and only when it happens to their side. And even then, they don't care about it.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even then, thank you, Alejandro, Alex, aka you call yourself Papi. I'm not gonna call you that, but you know, but but no, for real, he's right. He's right, right? Like, but the thing is, and there are variables to this situation that we're in here, you guys. Because there is no accountability for shit, crimes and things, we have come to the point where we're normalizing it, and these people do not care. They literally do not care. They're sitting here making hella money doing this shit right now, not giving a fuck about their messaging, not giving a fuck about who they harm by flippantly just saying some dumb shit online. They don't care. They don't care about their own audience. Honestly, the fans of Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk on wife don't even give a fuck that dude just got mapped on the damn national television. They don't care. So they encourage it at this point, and they don't even care about their own people and how many people that they throw under the bus in the meantime. Like, look at the ICE agents. They're very much so. How much you want to bet these people are pretty much unaware, or they think that they're gonna have immunity, the same immunity that all their overlords have. No, you're getting thrown under the bus. So that's why they don't want these Democrats coming out here, or these people coming out here saying these things, because they don't want their base to even be educated on the consequences when they are held accountable for their actions. That is the problem. Sorry it took so long to get there, but that's really what it is. They want to use them until they can't use them anymore. Look what they did with Marjorie. Look what they did. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene should be held accountable for her role in what happened on January 6th. Okay, even if she does have a come to the Lord moment and really changes her ways, she still should be held accountable for the harm that she's done up till then. And if she really changes her ways, then she should accept that. But we're nowhere close to that. Anywho. Whoo! Yeah. Let me spark this blunt. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me remove him because I think I'm done with his clip. What do you guys think about that? I just think it's a very interesting situation, because I really do think that we've lost a critical thinking thing or something. We have done a really bad job of education and talking about these things. Yeah, we're gonna get into that later. Jazzy. That's in our next block. All right, but what I'm thinking is that we are not the lack of accountability is why we got here in the first place. I kind of forgot where I was going there, because you're on point. This is not sustainable. We should not have been even anywhere near. This should not have even been a fucking option. How about that? Let's just go ahead and run up onto the next one. Let's just go ahead and go to the next. So, but thanks for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're watching this in post. Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about Kamala Harris. Okay, so I think I might have this a little bit out of order. So let me make sure I don't pull up the wrong clip. But again, because it seems like, and women leadership, so it seems like we're just going to have to go ahead and do this. Did I pull up that shit? Did I forget the video? You know what? This one should go first anyway. And then, but there's a link I forgot to put in, you guys. So just give me a second. I'm gonna let this one run while I pull it up. And I hope you're having fun hanging out here. Let me just pull this one up here for you. There's a clip that I have to grab the link of. I sent it to the email, but I forgot to put it in a doc. So just give me a sec. I'm gonna let this run. It's actually a little bit of a longer clip. So make sure you're comfy and you're warm and you got your provisions, because we hanging out. And I love y'all. Thank you for being here. I always have fun being here. I know I'm not really reaching very many people, but I still do it because I enjoy this type of thing, you know. I like getting ratchet on the internet with my ratchet friends. Okay. Hang tight. I'm going to pull up that other clip while this one runs for a bit.
But in terms of how I think about how I suggest, in fact, that we should reflect on those 107 days in that campaign, there are additional points that I choose to emphasize, including, for example, something that I'm working on now, having been the subject of a myriad of attacks that were fueled by mis and disinformation. One of the biggest challenges that we're facing as a democracy and a society right now is mis and disinformation. In fact, there are plenty of people here I know who have neighbors, friends, relatives who voted differently than us in the election. And here's the thing that I would challenge us about, because I've been thinking a lot about this, Tim, which is the assumptions that we are bringing to our thoughts about the opinions of people who voted differently. One of the assumptions being that we're working with the same information. I think we have to really think about that. Are we working with the same information? Now, I purposely say information and not facts because 2 + 2 is 4 every day of the week. But there is so much mis and disinformation that also has been facilitated by technology and social media. There are many benefits to it, but this is one of the drawbacks. And if we are to think about where we are now in terms of the divisions between the American people, if we are to think about the pain that I know we all experience around the issue of trust, and trust, yes, in our institutions and government, but also increasingly what pains me is the amount of distrust that the American people have for each other. And I'm not talking about, can I trust you enough that I can keep my door unlocked? I'm talking about, can I trust that you are not a threat to my very existence? Right?
Yeah. I wonder then, looking forward and all that, because I'm sorry to be rain cloud right now, guys. I promise I have some fun stuff here before it ends. I see things getting worse, not better, kind of on that front with AI. And I'm wondering what you think would be a positive, going to forward looking. What's a positive vision or agenda item for Democrats speaking about this challenge, both of misinformation and AI, about how, not being against things that are creating jobs or things that could.
Hold on, that wasn't quite the place I wanted it, but I don't know, some weirdo camera dude, or maybe even a security. But hold on, let me make sure that that's the right stuff, because she's talking about something completely different. Let me see if I can find it.
Boycott, I'm telling you, people will pay attention. I'm not saying who to boycott, I'm just safety. I couldn't help myself.
And I don't know, you see a sense in the book and hearing from you, that you felt trapped.
Oh, here we are.
The stakes were too high for that. Why couldn't we have dealt with that during the 107 days?
Here we are. I'm going to let her run for one more minute because her point is moot. And I'm going to tell you why. And I also was able to find the other video as well. So, yay. We're getting shit done here.
I think there are many variables that were at play in the outcome of the election. I do want to emphasize a couple of points that I think we should consider when we think about what happened on election day. And one of them includes the fact that 1/3 of the electorate voted for the current president. 1/3 voted for us and 1/3 did not vote. 2/3 of the electorate did not vote for what's happening right now. And I think that's important to remember. But the work we have to do as the Democratic Party should really emphasize why did that 1/3 not vote and focus on that. In terms of the decision that the president made to stay in the race, I talk about that in the book. Yeah. And my reflections on whether it was grace or recklessness, even on my part, to not talk him out of staying in the race.
Yeah.
I do talk about that.
You do.
And we needed more time, Tim. There's no question. We needed more time. It was an unprecedented election in so many ways, including, just think about it this way. We had a president of the United States running for re-election who decided 3.5 months before the election not to run. The sitting vice president then steps in, running against the former president of the United States, who had been running for 10 years, with 107 days to go. Also, what should be noted is that it was the closest presidential election in the 21st century. And one of the reasons that I wrote the book is history will write about and talk about those 107 days, which are, after all, now part of America's history. And it was very important to me that as history writes about those 107 days, that my voice will be present in the way that story is told.
Yeah, I hear all that. I think that 1/3 that didn't vote, a lot of them were unhappy with what was happening.
Okay, so this is a really good interview. It's a longer one. I actually wish that I actually would, if I had more time, and I might, but if I had more time, I would actually just go through this whole interview step by step and like react to it. But one thing about this that really is starting to piss me the fuck off here, because I do think it's important to, why am I having so much trouble doing this? Let me just, I don't want to stop sharing. I just want to remove it. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys. I'm slow. I'm getting really tired of this. As important as it is to go back and correct and make sure that you don't make the same mistake again, that's definitely important. But that's not what we're talking about here. This motherfucker should not have been able to even be an option to run as the president of the United fucking States. For a plethora of fucking reasons. He should be in jail. He should not have been qualified. He isn't qualified. Should have been disqualified for his behavior in the previous time that he was the president and we tried him out. So talking about how she lost the race and all this, that it would make more sense, and I would be more upset or whatever if I was really like a stand for her. Why can't we just have like good options? Why can't we have good options to choose from? Why can't we have like regular people that have different ideas and they can duke it out on like what, on the regular shit? You know what I mean? Why do we have to choose between straight up fascism and regular kind of like mid-water corporate? I don't even have the words for it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, he should not have been an option. So talking about, well, we didn't like what was happening. Yeah, well, why did we not put him in jail and hold him accountable for treason the fucking first time after January 6th? So all these arguments about that are fucking stupid. Go back to the root of the problem. We could have easily not gotten here a long ass time ago in a lot simpler way if he wasn't even a fucking option. But no, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm insane, but that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Y'all let me know. Yeah, you're frustrated with the Democratic Party. Yeah, Katie was talking about that with you yesterday. We don't have good options. So all these people talking about, oh, well, you should choose better. Choose better from what? Be better. So last night, so this might be a little bit of a rant, but maybe not. So, I mean, I'm on break, whatever, and I have this puzzle over here that I'm trying to put together. and everything. So, and I really, once I'm in the puzzle, I'm there for a while. So I like to just kind of hang out. And so the amazing Lucas, that's his channel, he will have like a ratchet panel. That's kind of what I call it, like with viewers, and he'll just put the link on to his StreamYard, and you can, as long as there's room, you can hop up in there and just talk. And some people are just, the conversations are very interesting. And last night we ended up having like a 4 or 5 hour fucking conversation. Like I said, I was already deep in the puzzle anyway, so I didn't mind being there. I was going to be next to this puzzle with or without being on the panel. So and so I'm sitting there, and that was one of the most interesting little conversations I think I've ever had. First of all, I've never been called a spoil of war before. So Black women are spoils of war. I mean, the shit that the men in this panel were saying was just vile, ignorant, dangerous, unattractive, repulsing, sad, pathetic, stupid, idiotic. Need I go on? It was bad, y'all. And I'm just like, and I mean, oh man, I should have pulled up some clips, but it would take me a really long time to find the timestamps and stuff because of it was like a 6 hour long kind of like session. And yeah, spoils of war. A spoil of war, actually, I ended up looking up the actual definition. A spoil of war is like when whoever wins the war gets the spoils. So the victor of the war gets the spoils. That's the quote or whatever. And so the spoils are land, property, people, slaves, jewelry, treasure, land, houses, women. And so this dude was literally, a Black man was literally calling Black women spoils of war the entire fucking time. Yeah. And then there was a caller that came in and was like, oh yeah, well, once women, they should, if they're all the single women shouldn't be able to vote, and women should be able to vote, but if you're single, you should just stand there and press pause on your life and wait until somebody comes get you. But then he even went so far as to say that single women should go to jail, and to get out of jail, they have to commit to marrying whoever, I guess, gets them. It was crazy. I mean, these people were really building a whole fantasy land and talking about women almost to the point like they think that we're like robots. You can just turn us off, which actually, literally they do. Like my vagina shriveled. I'm gonna have to like moisturize it, like on my own now, like after the shit that I heard. I'm sorry, but man, y'all, they are tripping. They are really tripping. And I was sitting there for hella long. Luckily, I was in good spirits and whatever. I was sipping and just puzzling, so I was just kind of hanging around, and I didn't get worked up. But I mean, the conversations that these people were having just all willy-nilly was very disturbing, to say the least. And then one last thing. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna stay here as long as I want to. I don't care. But they were like, leadership this and leadership that, and men should be the leader, and leader, pumpkin eater, right? And I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, women shouldn't be in war, and we don't need women in war. Okay. And so we were trying to ask, I kept trying to ask, what do you need? Like, what do you need women for then? So why are they sitting here waiting around? You haven't given us any instructions on what to do since you're the leader, and you don't need us for the war. so can we leave and we'll just go hang out on the beach and like have a good time and you guys fight the war and figure that out since we're not needed. It was, and they couldn't come to like any conclusion. It was like they were writing a really shitty fantasy novel with no plot. It was like, what? Confusing. It made no sense. And these people are gung-ho about shit that literally makes no sense. Like these people are like damn near illiterate. It was very bizarre, and I'm actually glad that I kind of hung around and listened to it because it really sobered me up when it comes to like how bad of a situation we are in, because yeah, these men really do think this way. Women are like under attack in a really bad way, but we're not, because they're so stupid and we can see them coming. I mean, there was a whole I might have to just do a whole episode. We might have to talk about this for a while tomorrow, and I'm gonna go through that footage and find the timestamps, but it's like 6 hours. So I'm gonna have to put some work in it. But I think this needs to be a conversation with Katie. So I'm gonna press pause on that, you guys. But we're gonna go into this because I think I need to share that with y'all. So we'll get there. Anyway, cheers. I'm sipping on this little thing of tequila. I'm feeling fancy. I got hella days off. I'm about to get ratchet and very cozy at home. But let's continue. Where did we leave off? Okay, so we got Kamala Harris, and then we got Kamala Harris again. Okay. And so yeah, like the women in leadership, I think I have another question for you guys. Like, because this was what I was trying to iterate yesterday with these fucking idiots, is that like they don't know what leadership means. Like they don't know what leadership is at all. Leaders, like I literally pulled up the definition of leadership. Let me just do it again. Fuck it. Cause I don't know why that's so hard for people to do. I'd be lazy to Google shit too, but it really isn't that hard once you just go ahead and do the shit. Also knowing how to navigate yourself around the computer does help. But leadership is the ability to influence and guide a group of people towards a common goal by providing direction, motivating the team, and fostering collaboration. It involves a range of skills such as effective communication, empathy, adaptability, and the ability to empower others. Key statement there, by delegating responsibilities and acknowledging contributions. Effective leadership is not limited to formal positions of authority. Anyone can display leadership qualities and inspire trust and commitment through their fucking actions. Right? Okay. So do we agree that that's what it should be? These people were sitting up there. I was like, okay, so what about you makes you a desirable leader, the desirable man, a desirable person that these women are supposed to go ahead and flock to? And we sat there like 6 hours, and 4, 5, 6 hours, and I never got an answer to literally any question. I think I may have got like a half an answer the entire time I was there to all the questions that I asked, because they don't have any answers. And I was asking simple questions like, what about, okay, so what do you think about, like, what are your qualities? What do you have to offer? What do you want to be accomplished through your leadership? And how did you get that leadership position? Was it just appointed to you because you have a penis? What about, and if you want me to be on your team and help you, and what you haven't given me a reason to, you actually haven't given me any instructions, and you haven't given me a reason to want to fight with you. Actually, I want to run away. Actually, I just want to go sit the fuck down and mind my business. I don't know. It was very bizarre, you guys. I definitely will be. Yes, it is. It was definitely incel. And then there was like a recovering one who seems to kind of be on the track towards healing, I guess, if that makes sense. Not quite there. Definitely still has issues, but doing better from like the stories that they told. But yeah, it's a very interesting episode. I'm gonna pull some timestamps together and we'll go through that. It's gonna take a little bit of time just because of how long the fucking shit was. It's gonna take me a while to find it. Like I'm pretty much gonna have to comb through a 6-hour long fucking live stream. So don't hold your breath on that one. I'll do my best. But yes, leadership, and they could not answer any of that question. Let me go ahead and go back to something else. So this is something that, let me just go to this video because I think this would make more sense. Oh no, wrong one.
What's good, everybody? It's Maymoney back in the.
Sorry. Wrong one. Boop. Nope, wrong one again. Shit, where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, that's the one I had to send to the email and I didn't grab it. Okay. Got it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm kind of slow. I've been kind of slow. I've been a pretty burnt out. But I'm in good spirits. But yeah, I've been pretty burnt. I definitely need this fucking rest for real. Because shit. My body has really been like, bitch, chill out. I'm like, man, but I'm too ratchet. I like to do fun shit. I want to have fun. I'm gonna close all these fucking tabs because I'm getting confused. Okay, I'm gonna start fresh. All right. Is that the one I wanted? No, that's not the one I want. Okay, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to simplify my thing because it's too crowded. I can't find where I want to go. I can't wait till I get this whole situation figured out. I want a nice microphone that works, and I want just to be able to have a little bit better of a time doing this. It's really hard to motivate yourself too if you don't have the real tools that you need to do shit. It's like you just have to do hella extra just to do some simple shit. But I don't know. It just makes it that much harder to motivate yourself to do it when the tools that you have are fucking annoying. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right. Okay, that's fine. Let me just put this one right here so it doesn't get lost. There we go. Yay! All right. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Sorry. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I really admire Katie's work that she did yesterday. She was just whizzing around. Her show was so organized, and I don't know. I guess that's just not my personality, strength, organization, and things being orthodox. Never been my thing. I kind of like being free and loosey goosey. I just have a different kind of look, and the way I think I just am super chill. I just receive things differently. I don't really be tripping off a hella shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized. That could be what it is. Let me just reach that for that charger. Okay. Don't want my computer to die on you. All right. We're going to press play. This is a very interesting video, you guys. So let me introduce you to what happened. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But Michelle Obama said something about how like, don't try to play me and send me on a dummy mission when this country isn't ready for women to be in leadership. Which there are a lot of reasons why I agree with that. And there are a lot of reasons why I don't agree with that. But I agree with it, like, in a very literal sense. This country was not ready for women in leadership. And one of the reasons is because we are not, it's really hard to build on a shitty foundation. I think we need to dismantle a lot of this shit before we build up. And so having a woman as a leader right now is completely useless. I don't think that that's actually effective work. I think we need to start dismantling and changing the system to work properly before we start to want to move forward in any way, if that makes sense, right? So let's just start there. But again, but then Kamala Harris also has a really good point, and I love both of these women. I think they are very inspirational and powerful, and hope for going in the right direction. So just hear this out. Let me know what y'all think, please, because I think this is very interesting. So let me go ahead and set you up.
Should run for president, especially on the Democratic ticket, right? And so far, everybody has been saying, and we all heard this, it needs to be a white male. That's who it needs to be, a white straight male, because they're excluding Pete Buttigieg, which I don't really, we can talk about that another time, but I don't really care for him too much. But it's this thing like a woman cannot win. And I kind of did a video about this, but then I didn't end up posting it because I didn't get the full rough draft of what I was saying. But the thing is that I don't want to say that a woman cannot be president or a woman will not win, because it can be done. It just has to be the right one. And timing is everything. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this clip from Mika where she actually talks about this. But then I'm going to play from Kamala Harris, because did she just clap back at Michelle Obama when she said, y'all not ready for a woman president? Let's get into it, y'all. But hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Also, this is a newer person. A newer person that I've stumbled upon on their channel, A2 Entertainment, or @2 Entertainment. I don't know how they pronounce it. But I do like their views from what I've seen. They definitely seem to be smaller, like, not much bigger than me and Katie, right? So hell, maybe we might be able to pull them in and have a conversation with them. I always find myself interested in like-minded people like this person here. So kudos, and all credit goes to the homie here, Mr. @2.
A woman on the top of the ticket. Fair.
See, but I think it's so interesting. Thank you, Ashley Parker. I think the circumstances were the problem. I'm not going to go into the circumstances surrounding Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, but I did not think that was a good matchup for the Democrats to put out there. I was concerned about it the minute they were laughing on Saturday Night Live, Hillary Clinton and her actress counterpart. I thought to myself, this is not going to go well for a number of reasons that are just not worth bringing up at this point. But Kamala Harris, her circumstances were horrendous. 107 days to try and pull this off. Let me tell you what she did do for women in that short amount of time was show that she could actually operate at her very best of her life under the microscope, whether it's the Brett Baier interview where everything that was put in her direction was unfair and quite frankly put her on her heel.
And they even played the incorrect clip during that interview too. And then they were like, oh, well, that's besides the point. Yeah, you were playing the wrong clip trying to glaze Trump.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
trying to make Kamala look bad, but
down.
y'all played the wrong clip.
She shut that shit down, and I actually pulled that up for y'all so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up Now, this is something that I did have myself prepared to show you because I remember seeing this shit. This is before, excuse me, I even started doing any of this.
The former president today, Ernst Faulkner, had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing the threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's a terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked about that
No,
specific...
that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you.
That was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way, yes. Let me ask you this, Madam Vice President. You call Donald Trump, you call Donald Trump, question to the former president today, Ernst Faulkner, had a town hall.
Girl. That was that Libra energy. She was not going to sit there and play no games. That was prime time Libra energy. She shut that shit down. She was like, what you're not going to do is sit here and play the whole wrong ass clip on national TV and think I'm not going to call you out on this shit directly and embarrass you, bro. That was embarrassing, Brett. Don't do that. So yeah, that did happen, by the way. So I just wanted to, we going back to but I wanted to remind you of what we could have had. Am I sharing this tab? Am I sharing this tab? Oh shit.
She humiliated him. She laid it all out as to what a disgrace, that was the word she used, he was as a candidate and as a former president. And she was incredible. And what she did in that short period of time was also really helpful to women, because even though she didn't bring it over the line, she couldn't win. She again showed what a candidate can do. She didn't have the time. It might not have been the right circumstances, but we're not looking for a male. We're looking for a candidate with the correct circumstances, background, and abilities.
Well, Ashley's right too. And obviously I agree with you.
Thank you. Yes. And I think he has something to say soon as well. But no, that's actually the point that I was really trying to make last night as well. And it did not go in, you guys. It did not compute, unfortunately. But that is the thing. We're not looking for a man just because he's a man to be the leader of our year of our Lord 2025. Okay. We're not looking for that. We are looking for a leader that is qualified to do the job. And they need to have the qualities of a leader. Does that make any sense to anybody? here because I feel like I have to talk very slowly because there are a lot of very slow people out there that do not understand this simple concept of that when you need somebody to do a leadership role, they need to be qualified for that leadership position. They need to have the skills to do the job. They need to know what the job is. They have to care about the job. Sorry, let me slow down. Started speaking a little fast there for the people that really have a hard time understanding this shit. And then, oh yeah, there's more. And then you also have to have qualified options, you know? So if there is a woman that is more qualified to do the job, then, and you have, why is the person that isn't qualified actually has been disqualified even in the running? Why are we choosing leaders that cannot do leading? Anywho, maybe we should all just think about that. I don't know. Just some food for thought. Take that one for Thanksgiving. Oh my God. All right, let's let this dude keep going because he has some good thoughts too.
Mika, I mean, I started writing the piece before Michelle Obama made those comments, and I was writing the piece because everywhere I go, I hear Democrats telling me, you know, it's too risky to nominate a woman again, and obviously America's not ready. We can't do that. I mean, it's just an insane conclusion to draw. And what we saw, actually, the other point I try to make in the piece, aside from the fact that that's just so destructive and ridiculous and sexist and wrong, the other point I make is that actually, I think part of what we're seeing from this last election, Americans are actually in some ways more drawn to women now. I mean, there's data that shows sort of this, if people want to backlash, the antidote to Trump, in many cases, that is women, that's women of color. And I think voters are really seeing that and thinking about it.
Yeah. Come on.
And, you know, one of the things that I want to point out is that, of course, there's racism, sexism, all that stuff, right? But I think more or less now what people want is someone that they feel will fight for them. Somebody who has interest in lowering healthcare prices, lowering just costs in general. Affordability is like the new word, right? It never really was a new word. We all knew that, yeah, nothing here is affordable as far as housing, food, gas, whatever, you know?
You'd be surprised, my friend. I learned last night that people don't know what the fuck words mean, and they don't care to learn. So there's that.
But someone who really speaks to the people and somebody who really wants to see change. We just don't want that little, okay, somebody to make us feel good. Yeah, that feels great. But somebody who's going to come in and totally break down the system and be like, you know, this ain't working for us. This is not work for us. We need to change this, get rid of this, and come in there. Now, I think one of the things that Trump does well is that he says that thing, but he really has the same systems in place that oppresses us. Like it's nothing different. He'll tell us that, but he's still working within the swamp. You know, he always says drain the swamp. He still is the swamp. Because again, just like Mika said, when you look at that debate performance, Kamala Harris slaughtered him without a question, without a doubt, slaughtered him. So when we look at just their policies, right? Because again, they say, oh, well, we didn't know her policies. No, you just didn't care. When she said about giving loans or a tax credit to business owners, a tax credit for buying a home, talked about healthcare, you know, in-home healthcare, Medicare paying for in-home healthcare. She talked about that, like things that will actually help the people versus Trump, who said tariffs is going to pay for everything. And I'm going to deport the illegals, and then I'm going to get all the trans out the bathrooms.
And he also, he he literally told you to your face how he wants to destroy everything. I mean, I'm in agreement a little bit that it needed to be dismantled. So I guess there's a silver lining, but also, you can just change things in properly without having to burn the whole shit to the fucking ground. You could just change some tires and put some oil and give it a paint job. You don't have to, but hey, if we want to just start from rubble, I guess but we got to clean the shit up, and we're not using the same soil, and we're not rebuilding on a toxic foundation. We got some toxic roots that we really need to do some healing and weeding and stuff. So come on now, y'all. I just feel like I'm talking to like the most uneducated beings in the fucking universe sometimes. I don't think that you can access them or something. I think I know you're not supposed to use the word retard, but that's about as close as it gets for me. I think it goes beyond that. I think that they are like, it's almost like not human how crazy it is. The people don't care to learn shit. He just said it right now. If you don't listen to me, like listen to the multitude of people that I've shown you all night, and just look at what I've been trying to say. I literally had to talk slow. I feel like I have to talk slow to people now. That's what that whole experience last night made me feel like. Like the people that we're talking to are not people. I don't know. And maybe they aren't, but I mean, I also do think that they are, but these people are just like unreachable, and they're spreading their virus. Maybe it's like The Walking Dead, okay? The outbreak has already started. And if they bite you, you're going to get infected, okay? That's what I'm thinking is about to happen right now. Like it's getting really bizarre. We're going to talk about that conversation from yesterday because I think it's really important. It keeps coming up. But let's listen to what Michelle Obama said. I think it's coming up.
That's what he ran on. But it was really nothing to help, not at all. Thinking that you guys are going to vote for me.
This country is not ready.
Now, she said that she necessarily wasn't addressing Michelle Obama. Here we go.
She run. And she said, don't ask me that. You all are lying. You haven't gone out and voted for a woman. This country is not ready for a woman president. I had this conversation with you when you were on The View a couple of months ago, because I keep hearing that, and I keep hearing it from women. I don't keep hearing it. I don't keep hearing it. And so I think that, like, let's not over-index on it. Because if I'm walking through an airport, if I'm talking to people here, I don't hear that. And I think that people like to, in these pundits kind of roundtables, suggest that there are a lot of people feeling that way. Let me be very clear. Michelle said it. I'm not speaking to what Michelle said. I'm speaking to the point. And the point is this.
Woo! I'm sorry, these Libras out here getting fucking snappy. I think y'all need to hold on. Let me just go ahead and make this very clear. I've been seeing my people, my Libra people, getting real snappy out here. So it's just a fair warning. We might not be the ones to be fucking with right now, because usually we're very nice and calm and collected. But I think we hitting some points when because the way that she just said that, and look what Zoran did the other day. Oh Lord. He used that. He was like, I'm using the ultimate Libra charm that I can muster. Gavin Newsom a Libra. I'm a Libra. Cardi B a Libra. Hella Libras. We just out here. AOC. Anywho, but yeah, she said that she wasn't playing. Here, let me wind that back. Listen to her tone of voice on that one, because she was like, "Nah, I'm getting irritated." Oh, shit. I didn't even have it up there. I'm sorry, I'm over here watching it myself. My bad,
Here's
Joe.
the other thing, that pundits, kind of roundtables, suggest that there are a lot of people feeling that way. Let me be very clear.
Michelle said it.
I'm not speaking to what Michelle said. I'm speaking to the point. And the point is this. It was an unprecedented election, as we have discussed, president pulling out, vice president running, former president. Here's the other thing that is unprecedented about it in the 21st century. It was the closest presidential election in the 21st century. The closest. So I'm not hearing that America is not ready. I'm not hearing that, and that's not the message we should be sending to the American people, to our young people, regardless of their gender. I'm not hearing that, and I'm not speaking about what any particular person has said. I'm not reacting to anyone else's comment. I am telling you my lived experience.
So there you have it from Kamala Harris, straight from her mouth. Now, I will say this. I always thought about because after the election, I was like, oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let him cook for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna let him cook for a little bit because I actually like what he has to say.
No more women. We just run another white man, so then we can go ahead and win. But I thought about something. It sets a precedence to, and I don't have any kids, but I do have nieces. And I would hate for let me be more specific, my Black nieces to hear that, oh, there'll never be a Black woman or a woman of color or just a woman in general to ever become president. Or they shouldn't run. We need to go with the safe option. And it's all like, being safe is kind of like what got us in this mess right now.
Yes, sir.
Like, we need to just say,
sir. Yes, sir. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all fucking hear that? That is exactly what I've been saying. Being safe is why we got here. All that safe shit, no longer applicable to this situation.
we just need a good candidate. We need a great candidate, not a good one, a great candidate. We need a candidate, not a woman, a man, or whatever. It can be anybody. As long as we're looking at what they can do for us, that's what really matters. And so, again, back to my nieces, I would hate for them to hear that, oh, it will never be a woman. Because when you think about it, growing up, I'm a millennial, for those of you who don't know, we always heard there'll never be a black president. And probably the baby boomers going back, they probably heard the same thing about there'll never be a black president, right? So fast forward to now, we had Barack Obama in 2008. And the first time I could vote was for Barack Obama. That was historic. I voted for him twice. Then 2016, I voted for Hillary Clinton. She would have been the first woman. Now, she was the first woman to be the Democratic nominee, but she did not win. Then in 2020, I voted for Joe Biden. Now, he is Caucasian, but he's the oldest president. So shout out to all our seniors out there. We love you. You know how to throw in a little joke and a little shade at the same time. And then in 2024, I voted for Kamala Harris. So every vote that I have, put in every ballot that I have turned in has been for something historic.
Yeah, and we were on the right path, but what do you guys think? I don't know at this point, because I don't know at this point. Like, it just seems like we really do have to just go back to the basics and like clap rocks and like like use sticks to communicate with people, that we could have been like in a really nice society if we made the right decisions. I don't know. I really feel like this is like the ultimate dummy mission of the world. We really have no reason to be here. It's our fault that we are here. Maybe that's what I should have titled this episode. It's our fault that we're here. We let this shit happen. We're still letting this shit happen. We're not doing nothing about it. So I don't want to hear like, oh, I have hope. Well, hope ain't putting out the fire, bitch. Sorry. You gotta put the fire out and like use water or whatever fire retardant or whatever you need to use to put the fire out before you start hoping to do anything. And you standing in the fire and you not even, and you talking about, oh, I hope things get better. Like what? That makes no sense. And I can't do nothing with you if you won't even try to like actually like make reasonable, basic 1 + 1 = 2 sense. I don't know. What y'all think? Am I crazy? I really do think maybe I am crazy. I would rather be crazy. If I'm crazy, then I'm gonna just stay right where I'm at. Because I don't know whatever the fuck this is. I don't want no piece of it. So you could call me whatever you want. So that's women in leadership. I'm ready to move to the next segment because this one might be a little bit longer. So if y'all want to hang out, I understand you might not be able to kick it all night, but I'm gonna go ahead and run this next segment or this next block because yay, I stumbled upon something that pisses me the fuck off. So I've done this before. I've had this conversation before. Let me get my timestamps, you guys. 2 minutes and 8:57. Okay, no, but that's not for this one. Okay.
Hey, thanks for clicking this video. Just a friendly reminder, this is a clip from my previous live stream. And if you want to...
I think that did it wrong.
Video, just a friendly reminder, this is a clip from my previous live stream. And if you want to catch me...
All right, I got it all pulled up for you guys. So, thanks, Jazzy. Thank you for not making me feel like a Looney Tune. And like I really appreciate when people can kind of tether me back down to earth and be like, no, you're making sense. No, you're right. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel like I'm driven crazy, and we all have our ways and different ways that we process and react to things. But it's nice to know that even with all those different ways of how we deal with the shit, that we are at least acknowledging that we are in the same situation and dealing with the same shit. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. I don't like being within a room full of people that like can't even see the danger. Like, I don't even want you on my team. Actually, you feel like the one that's bringing the danger over here. I don't want you around. Like, that's scary. I don't like people that have no sense of like self-preservation. I don't fuck with that shit. Okay, so let me grab my first timestamp. My mouth is dry. I need to take a sip of this beer. I ran out of water. Boop, 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 boop. But let me find this. So I'm gonna like go through his first little thing because he always kind of does things. This is
understand that.
I think they call him Superior. I call him Mr. Hater. Oh, also, I've actually been talking to homeboy here they call him Superior. I don't know if that's his real name or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I'm pretty sure that might be. But that's all good. Good people, nice guy. And is actually reaching out for more people to engage with the channel. And I'm hoping maybe sometimes we can collaborate. He's actually looking for collaborators. I don't feel like the Millennial Gaze is there yet, but hey, y'all help us get there so that we can collaborate with some of these very great up and coming, independent media, political, just communities. So help him get there, help us get there, and let's all join forces. I think what we're doing and what people like Why I Hate Politics and what he's doing is a really, really good way out of this fucked up shit. You feel me? So there's that. And yes, I've been going on his panels, or I'll call in. I want to have that sort of feature soon as well, like call in and have other people come on the panel and we can just have like discussions, more controlled discussions, not 6-hour loop-de-loop discussions. I'm not going to sit and entertain idiots, but you guys know what I mean. There's a lot of ideas of like how I think we want to really build this channel. And I think I want to make sure that it's a little bit different, because there's so many different ways that we can do this now. Like, look at what Don does with the Legends. Why aren't more independent media people doing something like that? First of all, you get money. So isn't that a point? Secondly, you build your community faster. I think so. I don't know. I think this is a really productive way for us to start spreading the good word, So I don't know. There's just a few like ideas here. Let me change my banner to, oh no, did I make one? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this topic. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Hey, refresh your beverages and make sure you're warm and cuddly. Get your pets. Make sure they're sitting next to you. And whatever else that makes you feel comfortable and shit. I'm actually gonna refill my glass here and lead by example. All right, y'all. Let me press play.
Some people like to play dumb, but the common person understands slavery is bad, no matter who or what color you are. In conversations like racism is bad. You don't have to be white, you don't have to be black to understand that. And inequality, we understand systematic racism is still at play. And no matter what color you are, that should be something you should understand. Nobody likes to be the group that is left out from opportunities. It is not a good thing. And you don't have to be black to understand that. But I do know there were some conversations that you do not understand. And if you were black, then you could probably have a better grasp of that. And for today's conversation is black hair. Yes, I know it's not about politics, but Michelle Obama, she was on a panel or an interview and it was brought up and she made mention of it. And now political commentators such as Piers Morgan are having a fit about it. And my question is, why?
Why?
One, why do you care if you're not black? And she said X, Y, and Z, which we're going to get into. If you don't believe it, who cares? You don't
have black hair.
You don't have black hair. You don't have this texture of hair. So I don't expect you to fully understand. But then to say what you're saying is wrong and that's not true, now you're crossing the lines. Now you got to deal with someone like me. And let's get into just this example video. Let me see. I forgot. I gotta pull this.
Okay, let me move it forward, scooch it forward a little bit. Here we go. So just so you guys know, it's just I know we have to talk real slow for some of our future viewers. Once this gets we get all big and people go back and we got 1 bajillion subscribers. There is a thing called the Crown Act that was enacted maybe just recently. I think maybe in like 2020 something. He's gonna refer to a video of a wrestler that had to cut off his dreadlocks one time because of his hair. And so we're gonna just start there, right? Just so you guys have some context. I don't want to just throw you in. Boop, 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 boop.
Subject matter.
A civil rights investigation is underway tonight after a controversial call at a high school wrestling match. Spectators watched as a black wrestler had his dreadlocks cut off. Moments before this match began, the ref told the teen his hair length and headgear were against the rules. He gave that wrestler a couple of choices, either cut your hair or forfeit the match. He agreed to have his hair cut. He ended up winning the match, but his mom called the ordeal brutal emotionally and physically for his son. The video went viral on social media, sparking all sorts of calls of racism. 2012 Olympic gold medal.
Now, a few things with this here. One,
he makes a great point.
This
here.
white guy here, I know he's trying to cheer on his teammate, like, bro, come on, bro, you got this. You're strong. You can win this, bro. Come on, we can do it. But like, I don't think he's in that moment fully understanding what is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
First off, the white lady just cutting the dreads off like that should be a crime on its own, okay? If you guys been watching my YouTube channel for X amount of years, I used to have dreads. Go ahead, look at my earlier videos, rocking the dreads, and you do not go in with scissors like that to cut something like that off. I don't know. That should be a crime on its own.
Yep.
But this goes to show you that there's no accommodation for Black Americans, say, for example, in the sport of wrestling. If it's some headgear issues or some technical issues that I'm not aware of, that his hair is going to like give him a benefit or be a distraction. I don't know, whatever the case is, but that needs to be discussed before this happens.
Yep. This is what I'm fucking saying. Man, oh shit. Hold up. Let me go ahead and look this shit up, bro. Let me go ahead and look this shit up because this is not another time. So I'm a swimmer, you guys, right? So I used to just have to really braid my hair down and like just like cornrows just all the way back. Or I do little cute designs or whatever. But I used to have to just braid it so that I could fit my hair into a swim cap. So tell me why, was it the last Summer Olympics? Or it might have been we just had a Summer Olympics. So no, it was the one before that. There was this thing. I'm gonna look this shit up real quick. Soul caps banned during the Olympics. Olympics. Hold on, just give me a second. Let me look this. Okay, cool. I can share this instead. Can y'all see this? Let me go back. Okay, y'all can see it. Good. All right. Now I gotta go back because I can't see it. All right. So the soul cap, which is basically a black, like a bigger swim cap. That's all it is. It's just a swim cap that can hold thicker, bigger hair. So if you have dreads or braids or something, you can fit it in the fucking cap, because sometimes like the cap be hella small and it just be on your little ponytail looking like Gerald from Hey Arnold. And so like Yeah, so they made a bigger cap. And so in the Tokyo Olympics, yes, the soul cap was initially banned from the Tokyo Olympics by the International Swimming Federation because it said it didn't follow the natural form of the head, which makes literally no fucking sense. Initial ban in 2021 FINA rejected the soul cap for competitive use, citing that it did not adhere to the rule about following the natural shape of the head. There was public outcry, and they, I guess, approved the cap. But first of all, there's only maybe like 1 or 2 people that were even wearing the cap. And traditionally, as a swimmer, if you know anything about swimming, you want less weight, you want less shit. So if you really want to be the fastest of the fast, you don't want no hair at all. You want to just go bald. You don't even got to wear a swim cap. But so how is that hindering anybody for having a bigger swim cap on? Don't worry, I'll wait. These people, I hate it here. This is so fucking dumb, bro. So anyway, so that's what happened with the wrestling thing. How is having dreadlocks even hindering the wrestling thing? And if it is a danger or something, and then give them that opportunity, but you just gonna go ahead and pretty much just cut this dude's hair and make it look all fucked up, and then he's gonna wrestle like and embarrass him. Like, this happened a while ago. I remember when the story came out. It's just disgusting. All right, back to this. He cooks for a minute here, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and do it while I take a deep breath before I fucking punch a hole in the wall.
This right here is a prime example of being discriminated against because of your hair, your natural hair. If black people, if me, I don't say all black folks, if my hair just grew out naturally, it would dread up like this. I have that real nigga hair, that real coil stuff. It will naturally just dread up if I let it grow out naturally. So it's a discussion that needs to be had. But let's hear what Mr. Pierce Morgan, the professional of the Black experience, has to say about this subject matter.
Why can't I make any changes without an admin approval? Why?
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform.
This isn't on my account.
Let's
have ads on the Millennial Gaze account. Sorry about that.
Let's see. 37.
Shit, he doing timestamps too.
All right, let's take a listen.
Time because
right,
makeup's amazing.
Right. So there's no disparity here between the white member of the panel, female,
Jazzy, for real, bitch. Pierce, look at your head right now. What about this hairdo makes you think that you have anything to say about this hair? Texture, quality, color. Why are you over here all butthurt about some shit that you don't have, you don't like, you have no, what? I don't get it, you guys. Like, what? Why are you here, sir? Why are we even having why is this black man, why is this black woman right here and this black woman right here having to even talk to you about this at all? Like, why are you here right now, sir? You don't have to take care of black hair. So mind your business. Like, what the fuck? So weird.
and the black member of the panel, female. We can agree on that. Same amount of time, right? There's a reason I'm asking. Let's play a clip from Michelle Obama this week.
Michelle Obama.
Let me explain something to white people. Our hair comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness. That's why so many of us can't swim. and we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all.
Last time, Paula, I went swimming.
Now, and that's the thing. Oh man, my God, Pierce is going to drive me crazy. But for Black folks that are watching this right now, tell me where she's lying. Tell me where she's lying. I'm Black myself. Hey, congratulations if you didn't know that. So you know, my mom Black, my auntie. I grew up around my auntie and my mom. Like that. Those were the prominent adults in my life growing up, and that was a constant. My mom always getting their hair done and cannot let that dry up or let moisture get in their hair, and then all of a sudden it is curly. It is messing up what they paid for. Going swimming is out of the question. If you watch that movie Friday, the first Friday, when at the opening scene where the sister was laying in bed, she laying like this because she doesn't want to mess up her hair. That is an importance. And then when it comes to white standards,
I refuse to do that, by the way.
And even plays a part now, not as prevalent, obviously, but it is still a underlining issue.
Yep, definitely. First of all, if y'all have never seen Friday, I don't know who's viewing this. Friday, the original Friday, just watch that movie. It's a classic. I love it. Yeah, but yes, there's a scene where she's like sleeping like this throughout the night because she don't want to mess up her hair because she straightened it. That's the only way to keep it nice in that state, because that's not a natural state of our hair. So if you wanted to stay that way, you can't encounter no moisture. You can't lay on shit. You can't even let that shit blow in the wind too much because it's just not the natural state of things. But we were forced to conform to something that we're not because y'all don't want us to be who we are. What the fuck do you white people want? I don't get y'all. Y'all don't even seem to really have any understanding of what the fuck it is that you want or need. Like, what the fuck? Oof. Anyway, let him keep going.
I'm assuming for Black women. I'm not a Black woman myself, but go ask them and they will tell you. So let's not pretend as if there was no, white standards of beauty in what it's supposed to look like. If you disagree with that, I guarantee you're an idiot. That's simple. But let's hear what Mr. Black Experience himself has to say.
Hair straight for y'all.
Last time, Paula, I went swimming in the sea, for example, there were a lot of Black women in the sea. Last time I went to the gym, there were a few Black women in the gym. This is all...
Do we believe Pierce Morgan was in a gym? Maybe walking past a gym or walking through a gym, but we know damn well this soggy milquetoast of a guy is not in a gym working out. Probably being a pervert, but he ain't working out at no gym.
Baloney. And she's on this weird little victim tour, Michelle Obama.
God.
I think 2 weeks ago was about how she couldn't afford to have a team at the White House. Literally, her and Barack Obama are two of the richest people in America. Now it's like she's the terrible agonies of living up to white. Do me a favor. She doesn't actually believe that, does she?
Of course she believes it, and it is a reality. And I'm intrigued that you're actually upset about this, as opposed to going, oh, okay, is that what it's really like? So yes, I have lost jobs because of my hair. I was even told by other Black women, maybe you should straighten your hair, Paula.
Why? What job?
What? I'm a barrister. And I have lost roles.
You lost a legal case because
I
of your
didn't lose a case.
Hair?
I didn't lose a case. I'm saying I've lost roles. I've lost jobs.
What role?
Because of my hair. I've written all about it. It's in various articles.
Well, give me a little.
So I was told, for example, that hair like this, I didn't look like a barrister. I didn't look like what the clients would want. So I should straighten it. I would fit in more if I straightened my hair. When I got my hair braided, I was told that it looked messy, and that I I should straighten it and just keep it tied back in a bun. I was told that relentlessly. And as I say, I was actually told that not only by white women, but also by black women, because we feel as if, and this is this kind of subconscious message that we're fed from a very early age, that to look perfect is to look like a white version of yourself.
I just honestly, all right, Andrew, I'm going to bring you in here. I don't.
And then he goes straight into the next white man on the or whatever dude that also does not have the texture of the hair or isn't a woman. Why are y'all here right now, even in this conversation? I don't get it. Oh God. Okay. Let's just let this.
Andrew, I don't get it. I don't understand. Let me ask a white man. Let me ask a white man to back me up and to prove me right. What are we doing here? And like I said at the beginning of this, you don't have to be black to try to understand some of these issues or conversations, but like some things are never going to be fully understood unless you actually live it. That's simple.
Brett, this fool was like, how do I say this? I'm gonna go as Andrew. Actually, he was really like, I'm just gonna go as Andrew. She just told you what it is. You gonna go as this dude right here? Hell, it looked like you might have better luck asking this guy. At least he looked like he was like, what the fuck is going on here? He might be the better person to ask. If you're gonna ask any white person on this panel, you might want to ask this guy, since we are not just believing what the black person with the black hair literally just said, and we're just gonna choose random white people to opine on black woman hair. That if you're gonna choose anybody, maybe ask this guy here, Brian Shapiro. He might have a better answer for you. Just advice, just a little advice. Oh, and by the way, like, comment, share, subscribe. I also want to say, you guys, so please know this if you're new to the channel. I do not like to give the view to Piers Morgan. So I would prefer to give the view and support Mr. Hater here on the Why I Hate Politics channel. And Brian Shapiro, like I'm not giving them my click if I can avoid it. So that's why I do these things the way that I do. All right, let's keep going because this is hilarious.
Like, you can't really know how it feels to be in a school and there's an active shooter until you've been in that position. I'm pretty sure it's something that we who's never been in that situation can't comprehend, but we can try to empathize and sympathize and understand to the best of our ability of that situation. But to ask this guy here is just weird to me after the black lady done told you.
And also empathy. That's one thing that we are literally like negative in when it comes to our stash in this country. Empathy is like non-existent. Last night on this damn fucking shit, that's another thing. Man, I should be taking notes, but anywho, too late now. Last night, like the one woman told her, just flat out said her experience with SA, and then I did too. And there was nobody it was just continuous, like to be like, oh, well, you should do this, or shut up this, da, 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 you terror, da, 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 or I'm right, this, da, da, da. I don't know what bullshit they were saying at that point. I kind of wasn't really there at that point, but yeah, I was like, what you could have just done is been like, damn, that's terrible, I'm sorry that happened, Geez, that's I didn't know that was the experience. But these people don't care. They don't have empathy. They're like negative empathy. They don't even know what the fuck it is. But anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. But let's keep going.
Experience her one-to-one example, and Pierce is like, I don't believe it. Let me ask the white guy.
Don't buy this. I don't.
Come on, men. You tell me that I'm wrong.
Understand.
I can't wait to hear this.
Somebody as successful as Michelle Obama on the global stage had one of the biggest selling books of all time.
Yeah.
But it's not a
Everybody is
weakness.
held.
It's not a weakness, Piers, that she's
It's a
evidencing there. It's not a weakness.
It's a false playing of the victim card.
Why is she playing a victim card?
Because she's saying all this pressure to conform to look like white women. No, she doesn't.
But there was a pressure. I'm telling you that my own.
Do you really
anecdotal
believe
experience-
Michelle Obama doesn't go swimming because of her hair? I don't believe it.
She didn't say she didn't go swimming. I understood that there were occasions where she didn't go. There's definitely been occasions.
Andrew Wilson has
There's definitely been
Andrew
occasions
Wilson,
where I haven't
Andrew
wanted
Wilson
to
may
get
have
my hair
actually
wet.
just self-immolated in fury about this. So we've lost him very temporarily. Well, let me ask Isabel. You're a white woman. Do you think that black women you know are intimidated by how you look, your hair?
Isabel, you're a white woman. Can you please comment on black women hair that you don't have? Because this black woman obviously doesn't know anything about what it's like to have black hair. So I'm going to ask this white woman here about black hair. You look stupid, bro.
Your makeup and so on, to the degree that they want to conform to look like Isabel Brown?
No, I don't, Piers. And in fact, I think beauty standards have changed so substantially over the past few years that in many ways the script has been flipped in America.
How many years? How many years, Isabel, would you say that this script has been flipped? Just out of interest.
Throughout the course of my lifetime, I'm 28 years old, and I certainly don't see any sort of institutionalized conversation happening in America today. Truly, if you have lost a job because your hair was traditionally considered quote unquote black hair, my heart goes out to you. But I don't think that this is a larger institutional problem to tell women, hey, just make sure.
But you have
quote unquote black hair. Like these people say black like it's like a hairball. It's coming out of their fucking mouth, bro. The fuck? Black hair. Quote unquote black hair. Bitch, my hair is black. What is quote unquote about me having black hair? The fact that we're even in this conversation right now, very much so, like, is evident that this is something that y'all care so much about that you were able to get 3 white people to go ahead and really talk about this shit. Do y'all not see yourself? Do y'all not know that we can see you? Okay. Let's just get through this because I have one more thing to show you after this.
That have now been passed.
And even what she said was a little like, I don't know, just throwing the issue under the bus. And no one's saying that this is a pandemic and everyone needs to stop what they're doing and talk about black people's hair. Like, no, Michelle Obama made a statement about her own experience, which you can't say that is not true. We have history that proves that. So to say like it is not an issue anymore is disingenuous. At the best, if you don't agree, at the best, just say, hey, but if it is happening, we need to correct that. It needs to be some corrections, and then that's it. But don't try to downplay it as if it's not a real thing people still might be going through today.
Problem to tell women, hey, just make sure.
But you have acts that have now been passed federally across your great nation, don't you? Crown Acts, I believe that they're called, where you are there specifically, legally protecting women of color who want to wear their hair naturally in the workplace. That's right.
Sure. So if you want to wear your hair naturally, by all means do it.
You've needed a law to be passed to ensure.
Yeah, if you don't care, why do you think you needed a law for that to be passed? Why do you think that? If you don't care and you think this is a stupid conversation, why do you think we needed a law for that to be passed? Oh, these people are so fucking stupid.
They're employees.
Paula, you post a lot of extremely impressive videos of your workout routines in gymnasiums. So clearly, this terrible pressure you're feeling does not extend to going to the gym. Because you go to the gym,
I'm 51,
you're very fit.
Piers, and like
the videos
Michelle,
are great. I don't see anyone feeling cowed by a need to do it like a white woman.
Piers, I'm 51. I don't care anymore what you think about my hair or what the world thinks about my hair. That's why I can look like this. And that takes time. So when I was growing up, Isabel, and you may be able to understand this, there were no magazines where there were people who looked like me in them. You know, there was no magazines where I could reference what was the best hair product used.
But that's not the case now, Paula.
That has changed. Absolutely, Piers, that has changed. But you're suggesting that what Michelle is saying is somehow wrong and that she's feeding into some kind of victimhood. It's a reality, Piers.
No, it's not.
It's a reality.
It's what I call.
And if you want to spend the afternoon in a hair afro salon with me,
I call it rich virtue signaling woman of either color narrative. It's just
rich virtual signaling.
What is
that? Even if Michelle Obama is wealthy, rich, whatever, she is still a black woman who still has emotion. And is still a human being at the end of the day. That matters. Like when LeBron James, this was like 10 years ago, I'm guessing, when his house got vandalized and was called the N-word. He said, even though I'm wealthy, I'm famous, I live in this area, you know, X, Y, and Z, that brought me back to reality to let me know I am still a black man in America. No matter how much money, no matter your social status is, you are still human at the end of the day. But in this culture that we live in, unfortunately, you are a black American, and that still plays a part. And, you know, people like myself, you know, black men, we have the more leeway. Jobs that I worked is like, you know, warehouse jobs, construction jobs. So me growing my hair out, having dreads, never really played a part until I went into management. And I even felt the pressure like, hey, I can't be rocking dreads if I'm going to be in a management position. So I even felt the pressure like I need to have a nice short cut. And I did it. And not every experience is going to be relatable, but do not discredit somebody's experience just because you don't understand it yourself.
Right. Exactly. And why do you care? You don't understand it. You don't care to understand it. So why are you here even talking about it? And if you do, if you're so curious, then why don't you ask? And then when the person tells you and answers your question, then believe the answer to your fucking question. Like, that's why it's really like talking. I have better luck talking to crystals and rocks than I do with these fucking people. At least I get some sort of energetic juice after talking to rocks. What the fuck, bro? All right. And I've talked about this before, you guys. I am a black woman. I know. And I want to show y'all something. This is going to be like, I think the last thing I'm showing you today. I think we've finally gotten to the end of, closer to the end of the show. But this is my YouTube channel, Maymoney in the Building. This is what I used to be doing.
Everybody is back in the
y'all see
building
this?
for another.
This is I don't know how old I was at this. Yeah, I suppose so, Dally Oops. That's not a bad yeah, you can yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, so this is my old channel. It's kind of funny to be here. This is kind of the stuff I used to do. This commentary, reaction videos and stuff. How old is this video? 4 years ago. Sheesh. 85 views on. Cute. All right. Anyway, I have a timestamp. I want to show you this. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you this, but I talked about this a while ago. I still got that hoodie. I was wearing it the other day. But this is like this is like my YouTube kind of like peak time when I was just by myself. I saw Good Hair with Chris Rock in it, and like Maya Angelou was in it. It's on Netflix. A really, really beautiful depiction of how Black women are portrayed, and how there's a spectrum of beauty depending on. I was all shy. How old was I? Yeah, I was still kind of learning and feeling comfortable in front of the camera. How your hair is and what is good hair and what is not good hair. And that's something that I can really attest to, as you can see, because, you know, I called this video Girl with the Bad Hair because I am considered someone that doesn't have good hair. I have fluffy, you know, hair that does whatever it wants to do. It's not beautiful by anybody's standards. It's I don't know what you would call it. So that's something that I really want to dive into. So don't think that I think I'm not beautiful, because bitch, you got me fucked up. I know I'm the shit. But I think it's something that needs to be addressed. What is the expectation of beauty? I got my notes here, by the way, so if I'm looking down. What is the expectation of beauty with standards of women? Well, I would say that, you know, that's a fair skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, thin. But, you know, even since then, it's become more like people want the exotic. They want the mixed chicks. They want the curly, the wavy, amber eyes with the big booty and the nice bust or whatever, with the nice long wavy hair. Okay. But what makes that different? And, you know, and I think that men are a huge part of blame about that, for setting standards on women of just like having expectations on how we should look. So you over here complaining, like that was one thing that I really noticed, is that you over here complaining like, oh, I had to pay $1,000 million on this bitch weave. And you over here complaining about that, then why don't you make her feel beautiful about the way she looked? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't hear shit, okay? So no, you're a part of it. You're oh jeez. Early YouTube. Still doing the same shit. Still got cats interrupting the video. Still fucking got the Modelo over here hanging out. Sorry, I'm not trying to show you cat butt, but she's also trying to scratch my legs a little bit and it hurts. Annabelle. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think my hair looks great, but like the message that the lady was trying to send was not received at all. And then also, hold on, let me just remove this. So also the fuck, Annabelle, you distracted me. Fuck, let me just put that up. Let me just put that back up. What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Fuck. You know what? It's gonna come back to me. Annabelle, you are the I'm gonna need you're going to get fined for these things. You don't pay for anything. And honestly, you make things harder. So we're going to start to have like a swear jar for you or something. She over here fucking up the whole stream, bro. I had a great thought. It'll come back to me. Let's continue. Because what day did I send the crosswords? Oh my God. Now I'm getting distractions everywhere. I shall stay focused. I shall stay focused. I don't know why I'm getting notifications and blown up on all sorts of shit. I'm sorry, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But anyway, let's just continue. So, that's what I wanted to say. There's a movie called The Good Hair or the Good Hair. Chris Rock is like the narrator of it. It came out on Netflix a while ago. I don't know if it's still on there. Look it up. It was a really good documentary, and this is definitely a conversation that is brought up all the time. I don't know why it is. I don't know why we can't just wear our hair naturally and you ain't got to be a hater and you could just mind the business and we wouldn't even have to have this conversation. But no. But if you want to have the conversation, then be curious and then listen to the people that have the hair that you're so mad or I don't know. There's no satisfaction for these people. They don't know what the fuck they want. You know what I mean? So, anyway, but yeah, there's I think one more timestamp that I had for this video, and then I wind y'all down, and I'll be ready to get the fuck up on out of here. I always love talking to y'all though. 8:57. What did I have to say at 8:57? I hope this is even the right timestamp, but fuck it, let's go. Let's see. I like hanging out with y'all. 8:57. So thanks for being here. We're still kind of chugging along. I'm definitely burnt the fuck out. I'm really happy that I have a break. I'm gonna definitely make sure I rest up. I'm gonna exercise. I'm gonna actually like go to the gym. And I'm gonna start denying people if they ask me for shit. Like I'm gonna be like, no, like this week is for me. I'm doing what I need to do my shit. Don't invite me to nothing unless if I invite you to something, cool. But don't be mad if I say no, because I'm trying to just like have time to myself. I do get tempted to like go ahead and like do shit though. Like I like doing shit with y'all, but I do also need my shit so I can actually be productive. Otherwise, I start getting weird and crazy, and nobody likes that. Anyway. Let me perm my hair. My mom wouldn't let me get extensions. You know, I always had to walk around with my straight up, my French braids right down. My hair ain't that long. It's big, it's thick, but it comes to like right here. That's it. And when it gets washed, it shrinks up and it's a fro. And that is not beautiful. Still to this day is not beautiful in the eyes of many people. So what I did just to, grow up and fortify my self-confidence was to, I stopped putting on makeup. You good, Sandy? Oh, she good. I stopped putting on makeup, and I'm not wearing makeup in this video. I don't have a drop on. I didn't wear makeup for years. I didn't straighten my hair. I learned how to do my own hair. So if I wanted extensions, if I wanted to do a weave, or if I wanted to braid my hair, I did it myself. I didn't pay $1,000 and bankrupt myself to do it. I did it myself. I learned how to do it myself. And to this day, I do my hair myself. Period. I don't let anybody touch it. And that empowered me because
if nobody's gonna think I'm beautiful, I'm gonna think I'm beautiful, and I'm gonna learn how to do my hair, and I'm gonna look at my face and with my hair and my body and think that I'm beautiful as a whole. And that's what I strove to do. And that's why I never really wanted to be a model or anything that had to put on too much, or somebody, like, every time I tried to do it, they take off my glasses and stuff. It's like, nah, bro, I can't even fucking see. So no, I don't want to be a part of your fucking photo shoot. If you don't see me beautiful, if I'm not a part of your image with my hair, my glasses, and my lack of makeup, then go fuck yourself. Yeah. And so
clearly nothing much has changed since 4 years ago when I was doing YouTube or any other YouTube videos. All of my videos have been very much so authentic to me. Still cursing, still got the Modelo, still smoking blunts, still chilling, still spitting facts. But yeah, let's see what Jazzy had to say. Let's see. I stopped perming my hair after it hit me. I was just doing this ritualistic thing on my hair that was only causing damage. Yes, absolutely, for sure, major damage. That I stopped wearing makeup because I started to see how much it fucked up other people's skin, and I was like, ooh, I don't want that. So I stopped putting it on. I've never done like the foundation thing or blush and stuff. Like I'll do like eye stuff. Even then I stopped because I'm lazy and it's expensive, and I feel like I look fine. I might look a little tired. Yeah, look stoned, but whatever. But yeah, I just think that at this point, I think that good experience of not wearing makeup and not straightening my hair I think I committed to it like cold turkey for like 2 years. And then I just had no reason to I just didn't feel the need that I needed it after that. You know what I mean? It was almost like when you quit like some sort of weird addiction. It wasn't an addiction as much as it was just like something that was fucking with my self-esteem and like the way that I looked at myself, and I just cut that out. And I was like, if you feel like you're ugly, but you're gonna go out there and look ugly until without makeup on, until you feel like you're beautiful without the makeup on. And it worked. So hey, if you think I look ugly, that's totally fine. But you also might have like really bad brain damage or something, or you just might be blind. But anywho, but yeah, so that was fun. This was really fun to kind of look at my old YouTube channel. Let's see if I can find. Hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing this one. But before we go, I want to show you guys my page on YouTube. My other page. I just reached 500 subscribers actually on Maymoney in the Buildings page, which is funny. I haven't even been posting on there really, but I do think that the live streams are posting on there, so people are. So if you are on Maymoney in the Building or you're getting referred, please subscribe to the Millennial Gaze, because I need this to at least reach 50 so we can start like doing stuff. We're at 39 subscribers right now, so if you guys could help us out, that would be great. Just to get us over that first hump. Shit. Hey, don't even hit the notification bell. Just pop in, say what's up, leave a like. You don't even gotta watch the shit if you really don't feel like it, but just help us out. I mean, you can watch it, and we encourage you to, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself and the computer because it was being weird. But yeah, I just think that I don't know. I'm not even gonna do it anymore. I'll show you guys some old shit another time. Anyway, but what did you guys think about that last segment with the hair thing? I just think it was stupid. I just think it's very invasive and it's annoying, and it's like, can y'all just leave us the fuck alone? That's how I'm really feeling. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. I'm gonna let y'all watch because I have to use the bathroom, and I'm not gonna just cold cut the stream on you. So I'm gonna share this, and I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit, and then I'll be right back, and then I'll close y'all out, okay? But I just want to ask a few questions moving forward. If we want to talk a little bit more about this topic, is how has this made you feel as a Black woman, or whatever? I don't even care if it's about hair or face, whatever, body. Where are your insecurities, and where, as a woman, firstly, have you felt insecure, and what have you done for yourself to move past the insecurity, to help yourself feel good about yourself every fucking day? You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And that's the first question I'm asking. And secondly, what do you have to say to other women that aren't like you, you know, or are like you? You know, do you have any words of love and support for other women that maybe feel the same way that I do or you do? And post that in the comments all day, every day. You already know this is a place where we can talk safely and securely. And any questions for me, please feel free to put in the comments, because I feel like this is an important thing to talk about. Ooh, not much has changed, huh? Still the same old. I'm still hanging out and being ratchet on the internet with my internet friends, okay? Still doing it. Nothing changed. Still got the cats. I love it. I'm gonna have to go back and just like look at some old videos. That sounds really fun. Sorry you guys, I couldn't focus there for a second. You know, when you have to really pee and you're trying to kind of like go through it and you can't focus on shit. I was like, okay, now I'm just giving bad content because my brain is just like, bitch, go pee. Anyway, but that's all I got for you today. That was a really nice hangout session. I really did want to hang out. And now I have a little bit of content I can edit and all that bullshit. And I have things to work with now. Oh, this is one thing I did want to show you guys. If you didn't see this, show some love on this short. I'm going to play this one for you. Boop, 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 boop. This is me talking about Zoran. So if you didn't see this, definitely go. Oops. Sorry. Where is this short? Nope. That's not it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up for you. Jeez. That's the one thing I hate about using the Millennial Gaze account. It has hella ads and stuff on it. It's like really hard to find things. I don't really have the tabs on this account the way, so it's just kind of slower and harder to use. But I have to use it because if I'm using this one, on StreamYard. StreamYard is on here and it's not on my other account. So I can't link them together is basically what I'm saying. So it just takes me a while. So anyway, I'll edit this shit out later. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you for being here. If you're just now getting here, I'm getting ready to show you something fun. Just give me a second. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good shit. Where the fuck do I find my videos on the account that I have? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Where are shorts at? Like, why am I tripping? I feel like this should not be that hard. I just posted this shit yesterday. Now I'm actually getting annoyed. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm missing something very basic here. Okay, maybe I'm just in the wrong place. That's what it is. Your videos. Let's do that. Okay, I think I'm making some headway here. Shorts. Yay, I found it, guys. I know I'm slow, but I'm smart. I'm smart, but also slow sometimes. It's okay. You know what? I don't really. I beat myself up a lot for when I really do fuck shit up, but I also actually like am very harder on myself than I am on other people. That's for sure. If that makes sense. Do. Okay, still being slow, almost there. Channel content. I just want to play this video for my friends on the internet. Is that cool with you? Yay, I found it. Okay, now I got up. Now I'm going to share the screen. And now I'm going to share the screen from my ratchet friends on the internet. And I'm going to press play. He over here big pimping, big daddy, okay? Big daddy energy is popping. That's that Libra energy now. I tell y'all right now. All right, so what's good? Happy Saturday. Let's get into this just a little bit. Let me see if I can fix it just a bit. All right. So I know y'all heard about this. Zora and Mom Donnie done just mesmerized the fuck out of Donald Trump, right? Which is just beautiful. People are all perplexed, like, I don't really know. Like, what did he do? He was just talking all sorts of shit. Like, I've never seen anything like it. First of all, me neither. In the entire time that I've had to look at this ugly mug and this motherfucker on the damn stage all the time, I've never seen him smile and beam so just lovingly and look at anything or anyone like that. Not even a Big Mac, not his own children, not Arnold. I imagine that's what he looked like when he used to see Arnold Palmer in the locker room. I mean, if I had to guess, maybe that's one time, but that's locker room, so we don't know. But man, he was just beaming up at him. Like Mom Donnie was like, I will show you the world, shine, shimmer, splendor. Got him. Like, I mean, he was like, yeah, I know y'all seen all of it. I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised because when a Libra really is popping with the charm, it's some irresistible shit, man. We could really move mountains, with this beauty, the charm. I mean, Trump looking like he was like, man, this motherfucker smell good. He was sniffing them and shit. Being like, stop, baby, don't call me a fascist. Oh my God, he called me a fascist, you guys. Oh my God, he smells so good. Mom Donnie. I might get into being a jihadist now. Communist doesn't sound so bad when it looks like this. So yeah, I found that to be A whole lot of fun. What did you guys think? Good on you, bruh. Do the damn thing. And then he posted a picture of him solo on Truth Social, on his Truth. Motherfucker really did the unthinkable. Hey, but like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about that. Check out Katie's Corner tonight, all right? Yes, that's just what I was thinking. We were supposed to do our show yesterday, and so I was going to elaborate on that live with Katie, but Katie was like, don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna do it. And I was like, fuck it. She gave me the day off. But I still wanted to like post that on the internet because I thought that shit was hilarious. And I really did have fun with it. I know that, you know, we're not supposed to think too much into this and whatever, but I really enjoy shit like that. It helps me get through, you know. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. Shit, I've been here 2.5 hours. I had a good time. I really do enjoy this shit. I really do like these discussions. I really do like meeting new people. So another thing, oh shit, is this not plugged in? Another thing that oh shit, we got disconnected. I wanted to say is I've been having a really fun time going around. I've been hanging out with Political Punk because I'm kind of having insomnia nights where I wake up like, oh, I'll fall asleep a little early and then like kind of nap and then I'll be up for a few hours. So I catch Political Punk's live streams a little bit. I kind of like will wake up, listen to it for like an hour, fall asleep, wake up, fall asleep, wake up. I don't know. It's kind of like black background music. I've been hanging out with Lucas and them. And then Superior is a new one that I've been hanging out with. And then also, like, I already know JR and them. You already know I'd be on the Don Lemon show. But yeah, no. Oh, yes. I didn't see this coming. He was like, oh, my God. Call me a fascist. Oh, you crazy. Stop. Don't call me a fascist. You crazy. You crazy. I'm Donnie. Oh my God. Don't say that. Like, damn. He must smell good or something. That shit was hella funny. No, I really enjoyed that. Good on you. And I'm always proud to hear that these people out here are all Libras, just going out here and popping. I'm proud to be a Libra. I got my scales, got my sword right here. We're a sharp. We're a different species. The only inanimate object in the zodiac sign, by the way. Fun fact. Anyway, so anywho, I had fun with that. And yeah, I encourage everybody that I show in this live stream, I encourage you to go check out their work as well. I encourage that you share me and Katie's work so that we can get to the levels and really be able to connect with these other people that are doing good work. So we need your help. So please be sure that you're sharing. And we're definitely going to start doing more consistent content. We're definitely still slow and learning and tired and things like that. But we're going to get there, you guys. So anyway, we love y'all. This Maymoney studio apartment. It's always ratchet in here. Be sure to check us out tomorrow. Let me put the banner up for you. Follow us tomorrow. We're still gonna have our regular show, Lord permitting. 7:30 Eastern Pacific, 4:30. And that's where me and Katie hang out. I also might think I want to reach out to a few people in Oakland that want to get on the show. Since I have these few days off, I can really capitalize off of doing some special episodes and things like that. So stay tuned, because I'm about to be chilling and I'm going to be doing more things like this and experimenting with different things. But y'all know I'm here. I'm minding my own fucking business. I could stay live as long as I want to, but you guys could have been left and I wouldn't have really been upset with you. I would have totally understood. So thanks so much for being here. I love you guys dearly. And we'll see you tomorrow, 4:30 my time. Katie's gonna be here. And yeah, keep it gangsta out there. Hold on. Let me redo that. Bye, Dally-oops. Of course, Jazzy. He was blushing. Dude. And Big Max is jealous right now. They're like, he hasn't looked at me the same ever since Mom Donnie came back. All right, the Millennial Gaze. This is a cool little graphic. I should have fucked around with Katie's stuff more. She's the one that has all the cool shit. I don't have the cool shit. I'm in a studio apartment, you guys. I can't afford all the bells and whistles. So, but I'm trying to find how I end it and then do the thing. Okay, no, I figured it out. All right, there, y'all. I'm gonna see you next time. Keep it gangsta out there. Tomorrow, don't be late. And bring some homies.
All I said was there's evil afoot. Evil!